Vessels, come on in this room. Come on in this room. It is Friday. Oh, and we on the lunch teaser, the 50-yard line at Tony Talks vested up. So while you come in this room, go ahead and get your notes. Go ahead and get your drink. Go ahead and get your vest. Because we stay vested up over here at 365 degrees. Come on, Vestals. Come on in the room. It is Friday, and we've been talking about since we have put and dispelled that the confusion and the frustration that Tony Rizzo put out there last week and this week regarding Shedeur Sanders and the trade. So now that we have pushed that to the side, and Tony Rizzo, you got to do better. I don't know how long you've been in that seat, but you got to do better, okay? Because it's Friday. And listen, we got too much invested into the Cleveland Browns. Now, like I said, if we needed to pick up and go somewhere else, we would do that. But we don't want to lose all the money that we have already put in the merchandise and the franchise. Let's keep going. Now, since we have dispelled that from what Tony Rizzo had put out there, I said I was going to come back today and talk about the 6 weeks rumor, where it came out before the trade rumor that Deshaun Watson was going to get 6 games. He was going to start as QB1, and Shedeur Sanders was going to start as QB2. Now, like I said, when I looked at the schedule, I said, give it to him. Go ahead and give Deshaun Watson, and I'm being funny. I'm not being funny, investors. Go ahead and give Deshaun Watson the 6 games out of the 17, because when you do the math, because you got to do the math, that's only 35% of the schedule. Right? So I was like, okay, 35% of the schedule. If Nightcap, Ocho Cinco, if what he said was true on Nightcap, that means Deshaun Watson's going to get 35. Shedeur Sanders is going to get 65. Too easy. And he said that Deshaun Watson is only going to get those 6 games to prove himself. Now, the consensus is also on Nightcap that Deshaun Watson is not even going to make the 6 games. And I agree, and some of the investors agree. Hey, Black Diamond 306, what you said in the comment under that last video, you are right. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. So Cleveland Browns, if you want to give Deshaun Watson 6 games, we're just going to sit in our homes. And we're just going to go, hey, I can have a live party over here. Not even a watch party. I'll be on a watch party to see when Shedeur Sanders is about to hit the field. But we can go over here and start chopping it up, because we can do other things until Shedeur Sanders get on that field. But like I said, the intent of the line today is to go over to give you my NFL business analysis of the first 6 games that Deshaun Watson will compete again, because that's the intent today. I'm going to give you my business analysis, hint, hint, of the 6 teams, the first 6 teams in the 2026 Cleveland Browns opponent schedule. What? And I want you also in the investors. Let me know if you agree with this. So let's go ahead and start this right here. Let's go ahead and start this right here. Oh, I got 12,000 people in the room. That's right on time. Perfect timing. Hey, how you doing, investors? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Let's go ahead. Now, I want to start this off right here because, hey, Shedeur Sanders, he said, think about a person's opinion. In the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. We often give opinions power when we react to them and make them seem valuable. We expect anything, correction. Why expect anything different from a modern culture that doesn't keep God at the forefront of daily actions? Those who move through life with foul intentions will eventually face the consequences of their ways. The people who truly align with you will understand your perspective. In the end, as long as you're walking through your purpose, God should be the only one you seek to please. Now listen, I know that there's a lot of Shedeur Sanders platforms out there that, they breaking news when Shedeur Sanders put something so profound out there on his social media platforms. But those should not be only momentarily things that we should focus on. We should always remind ourselves of who this young man is, and even at the tender age of 26, don't take offense to that, Shedeur Sanders, but at the tender age of 24, this young man is speaking like somebody at the age of 44, 54, 64, 74. Let's go ahead and give this young man shine, not just because the talent on the field and the balls that he can throw and the missiles he can throw and the what he's gonna do this year and compared to what he did last year. Let's go ahead and focus on the young man's character. Because remember, last year it was his character that they said that was the reason why he slid. No. Let's not use what he put out there on social media just as a flex, a momentary flex for a day video or 2 days video. No, let's continue to put out in the atmosphere. Let's show the world, if they don't know who Shedeur Sanders is outside of the uniform, this young man is special. Man, come on. Now, let's keep going. And you know I'm riding with Taylor Green. You know I'm riding with Taylor Green because at the end of the season, mark my word, if the Cleveland Browns don't gamble this if they don't gamble away Shedeur Sanders, right, and they misfortune, Shedeur Sanders, hey, the Browns already said it. By week 7, Shedeur Sanders is going to be quarterback 1, and Taylor Green is going to be quarterback 2. You think that? I don't even think they're going to make Deshaun Watson quarterback 2 once he hand over that ring. But we shall see. But Taylor Green would definitely by the end of this year be quarterback 2. And that young man, you mean Todd Monken, is going to use that door quarterback system. Like I said, when Taylor Green got picked up in round 6, 182, I'm trying to tell you, this thing is going to be magnificent if they don't fumble the bag. Now let's go ahead, because it is a lunch special teaser on this Good Friday. Come on with it, investors. Come on with it. Feel the energy. Feel the energy. Oh, yeah. We all smiles now, and that rumor better not be true. So Tony Rizzo, the other Tony. Hey, I'm glad you cleared that up. Yeah, backtrack. Yeah. And listen, boy, they was about to mess a lot of people up. Us, the fan base, Coach Brian, who had put so much, I'm going to say attention and light to them. I like what they're doing in terms of leadership and Shedeur Sanders, but everything is cooled down now. Let's keep going. Now, yesterday I brought this up, and actually this is going to be the intent. This is starting the intent of this live today. I brought up that Jimmy Horn, there are very strong rumors coming out of Carolina, the podcasters that follow the Panthers, that Jimmy Horn is not going to make the 53-man roster this year. And we already talked about that. Hey, Panthers, we are willing to give you Jerry Jeudy and Dylan Gabriel for a Jimmy Horn trade. Let's not forget, we are open for business in terms of those 2 players for Jimmy Horn. We'll take that, right? And I also said yesterday that I was going to go and see how the NFL ranked the Panthers, right, in their drafts, because the reason why they said that Jimmy Horn is not going to make the 53-man roster is because of who they picked up this year, right, in the draft, and who they already had on the roster last year. So I did my homework. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Andrew, please go ahead and start talking about this, please, if anything. Now, here we go. Now, I gotta skip that. Here we go. All right, so this is who they picked up. This is who the Carolina picked up this year, where, like I said, the Carolina Panthers podcast are saying that Jimmy Horn is not going to make it this year because of who they picked up this year. So after the review, we already know in the first round they picked up Moreland Freeland. He's that offensive tackle. Then they picked up Lee Hunter from Texas Tech, Texas Tech. In the second round, he actually should have went higher than that, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Defensive tackle. Then third round, number 19 is Chris Brazil. That's somebody that also was watching in the combine. And I said, whoo, that was a nasty wide receiver. Very good wide receiver. Then I kept looking. I see a cornerback in Will Lee. Then I see a center in Sam Hitch. And then I see a, what's that? Free safety? Zakee Wheatley. And then I see a Jackson Kuwatch. That's a linebacker. So I was like, they only picked up 1 wide receiver. So maybe the Carolina Panthers is tracking other players that I'm not tracking over him because that's not my team. But they said based off who they picked up this year, which I do know that Chris Ballard, which I think his height is actually going to be a factor if they had to choose between Jimmy Horn and Chris Brazil, right? I think it's going to be the height because this player is over 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" as a wide receiver. And of course, they may feel like they can utilize him, but I still think that Jimmy Horn should definitely be given a second years in the Panthers roster. Easy. But if not, Andrew Berry, please go ahead and start asking them how they're going to see or if they're going to utilize Jimmy Horn this year because he definitely is a dog. We all saw those catches. We all remember the stats. Jimmy Horn is a dog. Listen, being a dog is, I'm going to say, is more valuable than having height. Because look at Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy is 6 feet or a little bit over 6 feet or a little bit under 6 feet, but I know he's definitely taller than Jimmy Horn, and he can't even catch the ball. So Jimmy Horn is a dog. So we wish you luck, Jimmy Horn. Let's keep going. Now, here we go. Here's the intent of this live. Now, yeah, I did my research, and it's still standing. We're talking about even exactly 2 months after the NFL draft was at the end of day 2 or at the end of the draft, the Cleveland Browns was still ranked number 1 over all 32 teams in the terms of who they picked this year. We talking about that Spencer Fano, that Casey Concepcion, that Denzel Boston, that Emmanuel McNeil Warren, that Austin Barber, that Parker Brazil, that Justin Jeffers, that Joe Royale, that 6'5" tight end. Oh, Todd Monken, have fun with that. And they go that Taylor Green, that round 6, 182, and that Carson Ryan, who's another tight end, okay? So that is fit and solidified. Now, now I'm going to go in order of the teams that we will play in the first 6 weeks, and let's see how the NFL ranks those teams. Because, like I said, give Deshaun Watson all 6 teams if that rumor is true. I'm not going to, hey, based on what I'm going to show you today, you're going to say, yeah, go ahead and give Deshaun Watson those first games too. Give it to him. Ego, not give it to him, right? Here we go. Here's what my research has shown. Let me go. What's up, Vesters in the room? Hold on, before I go over there, let me say hello to my Vesters. What's up, Lady PC 67? Ooh, ride or die. What's up, Justine? Ride or die. Justine. What's up, Mel? Another ride or die. What's up, SDP 1208? Another ride or die. What's up, Slim 081? Hey, I hope you did call the Panthers yesterday for Jimmy Horn. What's up? Another ride or die. What's going on, Mita Lee? Another ride or die. Come on, Lady PC. Grown is wise. I give the show. No. Based on what I'm about to show you, we want Deshaun Watson to actually get these 6 games. Because if they're going to use the same strategy they used last year, Taylor Green is probably going to get game 1. Right? Because it's normally 2s and 3s out there, right? Yeah. And then Dylan Gabriel may get game 2. And then Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders may get a half of game 3 and a half of game 4. I mean, that's what all the teams do. So Deshaun Watson, if he does play a preseason game, is going to be game 3. All right, let's keep going. And how you doing, Charmaine? What's up? There go that RN. Hey, if you're RN in real life, welcome. Because, hey, yesterday I spazzed out in the live. Let's keep going. Here we go. Now, this is why I say, hold on, that's the second game. Now, this is why I say go ahead and give Deshaun Watson the first 6 games. Now, the first game, week 1, will be against the Jaguars. And the NFL ranked them number 31 out of all the entire 32 teams. They was ranked number 31 in terms of who they picked this year. They picked a tight end, defensive tackle, offensive guard, safety, edge. I don't know who that edge is. A tight end, wide receiver, edge, and linebacker. None of those names really registered with me when I went over the whole entire combine. So we're gonna keep pushing. But they say they sleeper is that cornerback, Ephesians. Oh, look at that name, Ephesians. Pray stock sock. Pray sock. Okay, Ephesians. Come on with it. Come on with it. They say he's a sleeper. Cornerback, an exceeding long corner. Y'all see his metrics. Who can move 4.45 40-yard dash. Price Sock offers a rare traits package for that position. His lack of polish in coverage is why he was available on day 3. The reason why I want to bring this up, Shedeur Sanders. When he throw to one of our wide receivers, we need to look out for Ephesians on that sideline or down the middle, because you know Shedeur Sanders, he would put that ball on his chest and he would look down that field and he would throw down that middle and he's going to be accurate. But hey, with what's his magics? Hey, he got some pretty good measures, but I think Shedeur Sanders can get it in there. That's why we need to also consider these sleepers on these teams. And you know, when we start going through the games, I'm going to do my homework like I'm doing now and tell you who is who to look out for, and who that we can call it what it is. Let's move forward. All right, so that's game 1. Ranked number 31 to Jacksonville's. Hey, even though they ranked number 31st, go ahead and give Deshaun Watson that game. Now, this is the game I've always said, the next 2 games, give it to Deshaun Watson, easy. Now, the next game is, hey, how you doing, Sharon? What's going on? We already talked about that package deal for Jimmy Horn to Jerry Jeudy and Dylan to Carolina Panthers to do that trade. So, hey, shout outs to you, Sharon. Well, what's up, Aaron Rodgers? Good morning, family. Terry Jackson, what's going on? What's going on, my beautiful of Zion? You know what time it is. It's Let's Go Shedeur. Man, I'm throwing up that wrist already. Now, let's go ahead and look at the Tampa Bay. Y'all, it's Friday. We rolling. Now, see, this is why I say go ahead and give Deshaun Watson the first 6 games of the season if he can make it, because look and see where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is ranked in terms of their draft pick this year. They were ranked number 6. The Cleveland Browns were ranked number 1. Let's see who they picked up. Now, this is why I said definitely give Deshaun Watson this game here, because they picked up somebody in the first round, number 15, that edge rusher named Ruben Bain Jr., who definitely was projected to go in the top 4, the top 5, the top 6, the top 7. Now, why I want to bring up here, and I want to remind you of who he is. This is that player from Miami Hurricanes that got railroaded in the weekend before the draft, and the media started smearing his name. And trust me, even though he's still in the first round, that young man still got pressure on his chest, and he want to release it definitely in the first 6 games of his NFL season. That young man is going to come off that edge like a wide receiver speed. That young man, if I got his speed right, that young man runs a 4.35. That young man has accelerated speed like a wide receiver, but he's on defense. This is why I say go ahead and give Deshaun Watson those first 6 games. Ruben Bain has some pressure and something on his shoulder that he want to listen. The way that young man was looking, even though he got drafted in the first round, he is mad as hell. That is the same thing that I said when he got drafted. That young man got something to prove, and go ahead and give him Deshaun Watson. Give him Deshaun Watson. So besides that edge, they picked up that linebacker Trotter. He's dangerous too. Oh yeah, that wide receiver Ted Hurst, that defensive back Scott, defensive tackle. Y'all in that tight end. Okay, but Ruben Bain, that's why they ranked him. They ranked the Tampa Bay number 6. Listen, let me tell you one thing. Hold on. Is it a battery again? Number 8, with a defense that deteriorated over the last couple of years, a couple of seasons. Tampa Bay wisely spent 4 of its first 5 picks on that side of the ball. Give it to Deshaun Watson. Ruben Bain Jr. was insane value at number 15. while Joshua Trotter came off the board earlier than expected at number 46. Go ahead and give Deshaun Watson and Drew Barry, if this is true, definitely the first 6 games. Hold on. I got to do the battery thing 1 second. But look at this list here. Hold on. But this is why I say, and I'm going to holler this to I'm going to holler this. We don't want Ruben Bain to come off of that. Ruben Bain is faster than Myles Garrett. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. So give Deshaun Watson this game. Now let's go to week 3. Now Slim 081 and STP 1208. Let's go ahead and look at the Panthers. Because the Panthers is ranked number 11. Don't sleep on the Panthers. Let's see who they picked up. Oh, we already talked about that in terms of Jimmy Horn, because I only see they really picked up one wide receiver at round 3, number 83, Chris Brazil, coming out of Tennessee. So like I said, they only picked up one wide receiver in this draft, but I need to go look and see exactly what their depth chart is, because we know last year, the reason why Jimmy Horn didn't get so much playing time because they already had a very dense and crowded wide receiver room. So if they picked up one more wide receiver, Jimmy Horn pushed through all them other, because what they had another Horn on the team that was also a wide receiver, and besides him, it was another. Oh, who did they picked up last year in round 1? He played against Shedeur Sanders. He was one of them twins. Oh my gosh, he was doing damage. Hold on. I want to give y'all a complete research. Who was that wide receiver? Y'all know him. He was doing damage. He was catching everything out of the air last year. Hold on. And they're going to take number a second to pull up the Carolina Panthers wide receivers depth chart. Oh, that's his name, McMillan. Woo! So as of right now, here we go. In terms of the Carolina's wide receiver rooms, you got McMillan. He was the first round last year. He played with Shedeur Sanders against Shedeur Sanders when he was in Colorado. Then it also was Leggett. So they got that wide receiver. Then they got another wide receiver called John Mechidi. Then they got another Coker. Coker just got extended. His contract was extended. So I remember his name too. Then you got Jimmy Horn, and then you got a Kobe Prentice, and then you got a David Noah, and then you got a Bryce Tremaine, and then you got a Don. I don't think Dan is gonna do anything, and then you got a Smith and a Reed. So then you're talking about they got the Carolina's Panther room is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they got a thick room just like the Cleveland Browns. So Jimmy Horn, keep pushing. Keep your head up and keep pushing. Now, I know that McMillan, he was a dog last year. And if they would have fed Jimmy Horn, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. But they didn't feed Jimmy Horn the ball last year. So I think that's the only reason, along with his height, that they're talking about that Jimmy Horn may get traded or get cut from the Carolina's team. But we shall see. But they got 13 wide receivers with the this third round pick here. So we shall see, y'all. Now, in terms of the Carolina Panthers, that's why I say go ahead and give Deshaun Watson this game too, because they're ranked number 11 out of all 32 teams and with a grade of B+ regarding this year's NFL draft picks. Let's keep moving. Now, this is what I say. I'm going to keep saying this. Go ahead and continue to give Deshaun Watson this game. Now, look at the ranking of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, we know they got issues on offense, and what's his name? Mike Tomlin is not there. Now, what Tony Talks vested up, they're ranked 23. Why are you concerned? I'm concerned because look at their first round pick. This was another offensive tackle that I wanted the Cleveland Browns to do a serious consider of, and also Max Ahi Anchor, what came to the Cleveland Browns official visit in the what they call it, what the top 30, the top 30 visits, or 30 visits. He is serious, and once again, he is big and huge, and he can get off that line. He can't get off that line faster than Ruben Bain, but that big boy can move. Woo! He is a giant. He is like a walking tank. He is a walking tank. Hold on. If you want to see his picture, hold on. He is something serious. That's why I said go ahead and give Deshaun Watson all of these games. Because if Andrew Berry was the one that had sliced this pie, he has sliced this pie for a reason. He Hanker. Here we go. He's 6'6", 321 pounds. He ran a 4.91, and his vertical is 30.5 inches. This is Max he Hanker right here. 6'6". Coming off. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, I like it. Okay, y'all paying attention today. All right, now, and then they picked up a wide receiver, a quarterback, Drew Allen. That should have been Taylor's green spot. I'm going to say it. That should have been Taylor's green spot. And then they picked up a quarterback, offensive guard, wide receiver, tight end, defensive edge. I remember his name too. I'm surprised he went that low. A safety and a running back. But he Anchor. Go ahead and give Deshaun Watson that, okay? Now, let's keep going. Now, the Jets. And we talked about the Jets yesterday as a rumor trade. If the Cleveland Browns was going to trade Shedeur Sanders, the Jets were rumored to be in that trade. But, of course, we know that is a rumor now. But even though they had let me go and remind you. The Jets had in terms of overall ranking, they had a 29th overall ranking, and we went over that yesterday. So if you didn't catch that live, go back to the live. But let's see who they picked up, because we cannot ignore that the NFL ranked them number 5 overall. They even ranked them higher than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So let's see who they picked up. Oh, I know why they ranked them number 5. Y'all see that edge? Round 1, number 2. Edge, David Bailey. Another serious edge coming off with quick, fast speed. I think it was a tie. I think David Bailey and Ruben Bain. No. David Bain is the one that had that 4.35. Ruben Bain was a little slower than that. So no, it was David Bailey is the one that had that 4.35 running off that edge like a wide receiver. But Ruben Bain is not slow too. Do not, just because he got picked in the first round, number 15, he's supposed to be first round number 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. Ruben Bain is nothing to play with. So even though he didn't run that 4.35 like David Bailey, he's serious. Now let's go ahead and see, and we're gonna see why Dave said that the New York Jets was ranked number 5, and then I'm gonna let you go. That edge, David Bailey from Texas Tech, wink wink. Texas Tech, wink wink. Tight end, Keon Sadiq, nasty tight end. That wide receiver, Omar Kuba. That cornerback, D'Angelo Pons. That defensive tackle, Darrell Jackson Jr. That quarterback, whatever. That still could have been Taylor Green. They playing with him. They playing with his name. Whatever. I never even heard of him, and I followed the combine. But let's keep going. Round 6, they picked up an offensive guard, and they picked up a safety in J.V. Payne. Look at that grade. The only franchise to make 3 selections in round 1, the New York added immediately help in pass rushing and pass catching. That's a significant for a Jets team that was just ranked 31st in last year ranking, y'all. So, hey, they did something both on offense and defense. So, hey, it is what it is. I believe it or not, I'm excited for what's this, week 5? Yeah, week 5 to see what the Jets is going to I think their only weakness is quarterback. So that's why I think the Jets was, I still think people still called and checked on Shedeur Sanders' availability, but it wasn't like how Tony Rizzo said. Hint, hint, okay? He just embellished a lot instead of just saying what he should have said. Now, hey, what's going on? Oh, what's going on, Big Snacks? Nah, that can't be the Big Snacks. That's somebody else that done got his name. That's somebody else, y'all. Well, how you doing, Big Snacks? Keep going. Hey, don't use Big Snacks' name in vain. I hope you know there's a content creator by the name of Big Snacks. Come on with it. Now, we're going to go, and that's why I said go ahead and get Deshaun Watson the first 6 games, okay? And this is actually the bottom of the 6 games in terms of schedule. Is the Baltimore Ravens. And do you see they are ranked number 3? They ranked number 3. The Cleveland Browns was number 1. I don't know who number 2 is, but the Baltimore Ravens is ranked number 3. Now we know that the Cleveland Browns had already snatched up their whole entire offensive team. We got that Todd Monken, we got that Travis Whittaker, and we got that George Warhoff. Let's not forget, he is that offensive line head coach, George Warhoff. Oh my God. So I don't know. I don't know nothing about the offensive teams and teams they got now, but the NFL, after ranking all of their selections, they ranked in number 3. Now let's see who they picked up. They picked up offensive guard. I remember his name too. He is deadly also, right? Then they picked up an edge. They picked up a wide receiver, tight end, cornerback, tight end, running back. I don't know what a P stands for. Oh, is that the punter? Yeah, I know why they picked up that punter, because they was mad at the other rookie for losing that game in the playoff season. But whoever that rookie was, I hope you have healed mentally after what the Baltimore Ravens did to you last year, after you missed that punt. But we're going to keep pushing. So they picked up, damn, that was petty. They went ahead and picked up another punt. Let me get my composure. Then they picked up 2 players in the wide receiver, defensive line player Biddy, and an offensive guard in Bernstein. Grade -A. Okay, listen, let me tell you one thing. Vega, who is that round 1, number 14 pick, Vega and the Ravens were one of the most common mock matches throughout the whole entire draft cycle. The pairing just made too much sense not to come to fruition at number 14 overall. In round 2, the Baltimore's landed another perfect fit in Zion Young. Oh, he's that edge rusher. Y'all, let me tell you one thing. Give Deshaun Watson, after I just broke it down for the first 6 games, if Deshaun Watson can make it, if he can make it to game 6, do not be upset if the Cleveland Browns, if they name Deshaun Watson the first QB1 for this season. Don't get upset. I just broke it down. Here's a quick recap. If you're just coming in the room, this is why I said go ahead and give Deshaun Watson the first 6 games. I hope this rumor is true. This is one rumor that I hope is true. Now, here we go. The Jaguars were ranked number 31. Okay, nobody in that, because I watched the whole entire draft, nobody name catches my attention, but still, go ahead and give it to him, right? Give it to Deshaun. Now, the week 2 game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we want Deshaun Watson out on that field. He may not even last in this game, because that edge, Ruben Bain, is going to come off with fierce and power and anger because of how the media did him, so he got something to prove. Let's not forget Ruben Bain. That young man is building up frustration, and he's going to let that pressure out. And we're talking about only the number 2 game, week 2 game. Give it to Deshaun Watson. Now let's keep pushing. The week 3 game is the Carolina Panthers. All right. Now, I forgot to point this out if you don't know this. That offensive tackle, Monroe Freeland, that is Spencer Fano's roommate. Now, he's not on the defensive side of the ball, but now we do need to focus on the defensive tackle, because I watched him in the combine. His name is Lee Hunter. He was picked round 2, number 41, 49. Listen, I don't know what he said in the interviews, because as Cam Newton says, what we see on TV in terms of the combine, that's really just performance. That's really for ratings. But the real combine evaluation is behind the scenes. So I'm not going to spotlight the young man in a negative way, but if he dropped to number 2, round 2, number 49, there was something in his record that put the NFL it paused a little bit because they were talking about him every day of the combine that he's supposed to win in the first round easy in the top 10. So this is another defensive tackle that is probably mad as hell because he dropped to the second round to the number 49. Now, one thing about the Carolina Panthers, they have decency, and they didn't say nothing bad about this young man, but I watched the combine. He was projected to go number around 1 in the top 10 easy, and he's a defensive tackle. So, hey, give it to Deshaun Watson. Definitely give this to Deshaun Watson because Lee Hunter, he's bad too. Now, another recap. The fourth game, it's the Steelers. It's the Steelers. He Anchor. I was looking for the Cleveland Browns to pick up Max Anchor, even before Spencer Fano. Yes, I'm going to still say it with my chest. Even before Spencer Fano, but now he's part of the Cleveland Browns, and it is what it is. But Anchor at 6'6", 321. We went over his metrics, and he ran a 4.91. He's nothing to play with. I may just have smiled, but he's nothing to play with. Give it to Deshaun Watson. Give it to Deshaun Watson. Let Deshaun Watson handle the first 6 games, okay? If he can make it. Now, the fifth game, once again, is the Jets. We already talked about this. That edge, David Bailey, is coming off of, yeah, he ain't nothing to play with either. So give it to Deshaun Watson. Give it to Deshaun Watson. And the last game, we already talked about report card, that Baltimore Ravens, give it to Deshaun Watson. Give it to Deshaun Watson. Easy. Easy. Now I'm going to go to the comments, and I'm going to let y'all go. I told you this was a special lunch special. And the last thing, let's see here. There's one only me. You Big Snacks. You're the real Big Snacks. Well, welcome to Tony Talks Vested Up. I hope you got your notes, your drink, and your vest. I may need to go check you. But welcome to the channel, Big Snacks. I won't keep. Oh, listen, I know, Justine. I think we got a troll in the room, but hey, But hey, what's up, Justine? I wanted Sadiq to come to Cleveland too. Yes. But listen, that 6'5" tight end, Joe Royer, I think he's going to, let me go back to this. I think he's going to work out for the Cleveland Browns. And I think he's our sleeper. I know Mary Kay Cabot and the Cleveland Browns, I know they have put a lot of attention on E-Man. But listen, that 6'5" tight end, listen, Todd Monken offense is going to have fun with all of these arsenal of weapons. Woo! I think we got to steal in that round 5, 173. No, I'm sorry. Where is he at? Oh, hold on. Let me see where you at. Joe Royer, round 5, 170. Woo. Hey, y'all, isn't that funny? Hey, Joe Royer. Hey, let me tell you one thing. Listen, and I'm saying this with my chest. Hold on, I just made a connection. Joe Royer, I know who your old quarterback was. Brandon Sorsby. Listen, I hope none of his character issues have rubbed off on that team. I see you from Cincinnati, and that's exactly where Brandon Sorsby. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh, we have a remnant of Brandon Sorsby in the locker room. Joe Royer, listen, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but I hope nobody from that team, even Lee Hunter, has picked up Brandon Sorsby's gambling habits. Okay, please. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. I hope I just made an unnecessary connection, but we got one of Brandon Sorsby's teammates in the Cleveland Browns locker room from Cincinnati. Not saying the young man had nothing to do with it, but I hope that it just didn't fester in that locker room. Since the Cleveland media loves to talk about the locker room, I hope that collegiate locker room did not follow Royal to Cleveland. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo! Okay. But yeah, okay. Welcome Big Snacks to Tony Talks. Y'all really think that's Big Snacks? Okay, yeah, okay. Hello, Tony Talks investors. Deshaun Watson not going to last. Listen, Lady E, you just coming in this room. You got to go back to the replay. I just went over the first 6 games, and I'm going to say yes. Yeah, we need to give Deshaun Watson. We need to pray that Deshaun Watson make all 6 games. Now, Avesta yesterday, they asked me to go back to the well-off video with Shedeur Sanders talking to the Colorado Buffaloes quarterbacks, right? And I did just that. So Evelyn, whenever you come to this part of the video with 40 minutes, I want to go ahead and give my assessment. What Shedeur Sanders did for those young men. Let me go ahead and turn down this music too. Let's see him. What Shedeur Sanders did for those young men in that locker room, that quarterback room with the new head coach, Marion, was awesome. Was awesome. Shedeur Sanders, thank you for going back to Colorado and talking to those young men. When Tony Talks vested up, why are you speaking like this if it was so awesome? Woo. Y'all know how I do it. I don't know if y'all want my honest opinion on what I saw. I don't know if y'all want my honest opinion on what I saw. I'm gonna say this right here. Gosh, I don't know if y'all want my honest opinion. What Shedeur Sanders said, perfect. The information that he gave to the quarterbacks, perfect in that room. It was oh gosh, what's my boy from Georgia? Oh man, they had the 2 rookies in there, Sweet Wine, and they had Isaiah Wilson. Oh my gosh, what's his name? No. Rest in peace, Ponder. Rest in peace, Ponder. Let's not forget Ponder. The Colorado Buffaloes is going to have that patch on their jerseys this year in remembrance of Ponder. So rest in peace, Ponder. Rest in peace. But who's the other quarterback over there? JoJo is the wide receiver. Oh gosh, what is his name? There's something I saw in that video that puts me at that pause, and I don't want to put that in the atmosphere. So I would probably just say that in members only. But it's something in that clip, and I'm gonna play that. It's only 4 minutes, but something is I'm concerned about, y'all. I'm be honest with you, like I've always be. I'm honest with what I saw in that clip when Shedeur Sanders was talking to the Colorado Buffaloes quarterback room. I'm sorry, I cannot lie to you. Yeah. Oh gosh, what is his name? Oh gosh, I can't believe his name is escaping me. Not Salter. No. Who? Juju Lewis. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna play the clip, and maybe you can pick up what I don't want to say. But if I could talk to Coach Dre behind the scenes and to y'all, matter of fact, Coach Prime has already said it multiple times. I'm seeing the same thing, y'all, but I'm not gonna put it out in the atmosphere. But if I can get Coach Dre in one tonight, or maybe tomorrow or Sunday, matter of fact, now I'm not even gonna go over there on Sunday and put it in the chat because I need to talk to Coach Dre because somebody needs to put a bug in somebody's ear in that quarterback room. Y'all, I'm concerned. Yes, I'm concerned. Now, do I think we still gonna have a good season? Yes, yes, but I'm not gonna put it out there. But let me go ahead and play this clip right here. Come on, Shedeur. Come on, Shedeur. Come on, Shedeur.
The receiver right there should have probably ran a post. Okay, I would have wanted him to run a post right there. Does that make sense? The slot receiver. Okay, we're good on this play. No issue. So he should be running the 10-yard wrap right there, slant. He should be flat down that line.
Okay. So do y'all like get on the ass? Yeah, I just think like because it's like what I'm thinking is if you chose to go to this side and you didn't choose to play that time, right? And then I'm thinking like, so then you'll be stuck with the ball in your hand. Now you get hit and somebody not doing what it says to do. You know what I'm saying? So you can't anticipate anything. You can't play in rhythm because obviously like you could beat the pressure with playing the rhythm, but it's kind of like if you don't know what route he's running or if it's a vocal route, it's kind of like you setting yourself up for failure. Like you may have success now doing it, but over time it's gonna catch up when it catches up. So like, I think.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna continue to play because it's only 4 minutes where Shedeur Sanders is talking to these quarterbacks. But catch what I've saw. I have concerns. Let me continue to play.
Playing on the receiver, he's in the right spots because then your feet would tie up to that, you know. And then you can think about, okay, if this happened, if it's pressure now, break quicker, you know. But if you can't run the right route, you never have the right.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm sorry. Like, let me play.
But that's it. I think it's just like y'all gotta get on the ass though. I think they too passive. At least have them run the right route, so at least make y'all job like somewhat easier, bro. Because it's 10 times harder them not playing the rhythm or them not playing at the correct speed that it says on the paper. It tells you what route that is. And you running in between the slant and the dig. Yeah, you can go to the next one, but yeah, that's how I see it.
It's really 1A, 1B, OTB.
Do y'all know why Shedeur Sanders stop talking right there? Oh my gosh. Do y'all know why Shedeur Sanders stopped talking right there? Let me go ahead and break it down for you without saying what I want to say. When you have somebody in the room the caliber of Shedeur Sanders, and with you sitting there and you actually got Shedeur Sanders in the room, you should have been a little bit more vocal. I'm not going to call any names. You should have been more inactive with a Shedeur Sanders right there in the room, giving elite strategies. Do you know why Shedeur Sanders stopped talking? And this is my observation, my opinion only, based off of that clip. You know, hey, you don't know what's going on because this is just a small snapshot. But when the camera's rolling, we should have saw more interaction from a certain player. I'm going to say this right here. I saw more eye contact looking back and at least giving Shedeur's more attention from Isaiah Wilson. If I got his first name right, I'm going to say quarterback Wilson, freshman, and quarterback Sweetwine. Go back and study that clip and look at the body language. Those rookies were giving Shedeur Sanders more attention than the other quarterback. What are we doing? See, you have already, and I understand I'm not jumping on the other quarterback because I don't want to put it in the atmosphere, but this is your second year and you know for sure you're quarterback one, right? You're supposed to be acting like quarterback one. And if you go back and watch Shedeur Sanders when he said, hey, are y'all getting on their ass? JoJo Lewis put his head down. See, Coach Prime has already highlighted that, hey, JoJo Lewis got to get up with the leadership. He got to get up with the leadership. Listen, you are quarterback one right now, and we cannot lose this season. We can't lose this season. You got Shedeur Sanders right there. You should have been the first one asking questions back to back. Now, if that happened after the cameras turned off, hey, congratulations, Juju. But based off of that 4 minutes, we had the freshmen paying more attention to Shedeur Sanders when he was giving that awesome feedback. I only got 2 more minutes. Let me play. Okay. Happy Friday. What's up, Peter Supernatural? Like he said, okay, so I'm not the last one. Okay, I'm not the only one. Like he said last year, no alphas. Listen, do y'all remember that black and gold game? Sweetwine, nasty. Wilson, nasty. And Juju was nasty too. He really was. I'm not taking away from his talent. I think he has awesome talent. But biting your fingernails and your body language, and while Shedeur Sanders is talking, you looking down and looking forward, that is the wrong. That's why Shedeur Sanders stopped talking, because he said, hey, you know what? I think what I'm saying is it's gonna fall to the wayside. Shedeur Sanders stopped talking, and he was dropping jewels. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and finish playing the last 2 minutes, and you're gonna see that really the freshmen was locked in. Let me go ahead.
Shallow to 2A, 2B to the check swing. Okay, but the post is dead.
Okay, see Heaven.
Don't even think about that. All right, so I know that you're thinking about the post based off if you're late to the OTB or the shallow. Okay, so right now, as I catch the ball, if the safety standing right in the middle of the field, I'm letting it play. That might be a flat road. Okay, so I know we like to loft things up. That might be a drag on right there. Okay, when you're working. Okay, so if we like the one-on-one, let's take the one-on-one. If we don't like that, right? Remember, and I'm looking at the one-on-one to press or off in the bang.
Yeah, I try to eliminate it when it's a up press more times than not. Okay, but based off shell, going right or left.
Okay, if even if he is pressed, then it's still okay. If it's pressing the 10-up press, you went inside and then you break flat. You get what I'm saying? That's fine.
Yeah.
But say they're off and they're inside sitting.
This the only time.
So it's like pre-snap. It's not just like simple as one-on-one. It is not simple. It's all these different general ideas you got to think about. Like, if this is a premier look, then okay, cool. But if he's sitting inside, now, yes, technically you're right by going to the one-on-one, but it's a bad look. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's got to work hard to get across.
So it's kind of like you got to take what he's saying, but feel what's actually going on, though. Even on this choice route, it should be very simple, bro. They're either going to be outside or inside. It's going to be one of the two. If it is man and they flat-footed, would y'all rather? Would you rather go in corner? Would you rather like all these plays? It's a lot of details that it's going to come from y'all to the receivers. Coach is going to like tell you what play to do. Y'all got to actually like take control, like tell them kind of what you want and know what you're looking for, you know? Because then even on that break, like how I see it is okay. If number 3, Z, if he's going vertical, say it's like too high, then I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna wrap right behind that backer. If it's zone, you'll be able to either high-low number 1, the first read, or the cap play. You just be able to high-low that and too high. But they gotta know, because he may think, oh, the safety's inside, but he's like 10 yards off, and he may go corner to cover 4. You get what I'm saying? Now you stuck. The ball in your head.
Yeah.
Should have clipped.
One particular quarterback should have been highly, highly vocal. When you got Shedeur Sanders sitting right there in the room with you, you should have been like, oh, hey, oh, I understand what you're talking about. So what in this instance, what is this instance? We should have saw more engagement. Now, I'm not saying everybody learns different, but he's right here. He's talking to you. He's an NFL quarterback. And the uh-huhs and the questioning, hey, I got more verbals from Sweetwine and Wilson. It is what it is. The videotape showed us this. Now, like I said, maybe Juju behind the scenes had pulled Shedeur Sanders over or whatever, but he should have been more vocal right there in the conference room while the tape was right there. I'm just saying. So, hey, we're going to wish the Colorado Buffaloes the best this year. But JoJo, come on, man, just get vocal. The team needs you to be vocal. Nobody can win games with a silent leader. It's an oxymoron. A silent leader? Nobody, listen, when Shedeur Sanders said, hey, do y'all get on their ass? JoJo should have been like, yes. I've done it many games before. I talked to him on the sideline. JoJo didn't say nothing. Okay, but I ain't gonna beat up on JoJo. Julian was taking notes. Okay, all right. Julian was taking notes. Gotcha. Noted. How you doing, Peter Supernatural? All right, Vessels. That's been 54 minutes. If you're just coming in, go back and watch the live, because I broke down why Deshaun Watson should definitely get the first 6 weeks of this schedule. And like I said, hey, if Juju ever comes across this video, you are the leader. We got to apply pressure because you are the leader. Because if you expect to be an NFL quarterback, you're going to get that pressure. Taking notes or not, he's supposed to be more verbal. You got Shedeur Sanders talking to you face to face. I wouldn't even be biting my nails in front of a Shedeur Sanders. I would have been more vocal. I would have been, hold on. Matter of fact, hey, let me get up and sit beside you, Shedeur. I want to see how you look at this tape side by side, taking notes or not. Juju should have been more vocal. But okay, it is what it is. The leader of the team. Gotcha. Bet. No, he's not getting on anybody. That's not his personality. Well, I am good. No drinking as of yet. Come on, Peter Supernatural. Tony, did you see the picture of? Yes. Hold on, I got time. I ain't watch it, but yeah, we could watch a little bit of this. The well-off video came out roughly about 20 minutes before I got on live. So let's go ahead and watch it and listen together. Because I was saying, what? Shedeur and Shedeur and Judy, Jerry Judy in the same vicinity? Hold on.
My son, Junior, stand up.
How you want your clothes to fit to where they just, what'd you say yesterday?
Yeah, they just dropped it.
I want my clothes to fall off. To just fall off. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get to the Jerry Judy part.
I did. You don't know where it's at whenever I get to
Listen, when did that live? You came here last night?
No, I'm going to Dallas tomorrow. You do?
You got here last night?
I thought you were online. No, I'm going to Dallas.
You got here last night?
No, I got here like a couple hours ago.
What time you do tomorrow? I gotta stop at Dallas, then I gotta go.
Gentlemen, can I invite you just 10 feet this way?
What up, bro?
Y'all know I'm a conspiracy theory. Why he kept asking what time you getting, what time did you get in, and what time you leaving, and then start texting somebody? Man, come on with it. Come on with it. I don't want to be a conspiracy theory. Let's keep going. I don't trust Jerry.
We can move around. We can move around.
You see how hard it turns in? Turn out. Maybe you want to pull something out.
Not too crazy. I like it.
You been late today. Man, I don't even do that no more, man. I don't even do it no more, man. You know, I done put, you know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate. That's why
I'm looking. Jerry Judy is no longer in frame. Jerry Judy is no longer in frame. Here we go, Jerry Judy.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is the food. This is like assembly line. That right there, when they make it, it's like a restaurant. Oh, yeah. That's all right, let me get K running. I'm getting this phone. All right, we'll chill right here. Give me 5 minutes.
Why he always asking questions? Hey, y'all, Jerry Judy is not walking with Shedeur. He's walking behind Shedeur. I don't trust him, y'all. I don't trust him, y'all.
You too.
Why is he walking behind Shedeur and not at least on the side of Shedeur?
You actually went through all this. I'm right there, bro. This is it. That shit was 10 years ago. Time flies, boy. 10 years ago? 10 years ago.
Yo, this video just came out. I want y'all to go out and look at it. It's 18 minutes long, but you know I'm gonna come back. I gotta do my analysis on it. Because nah. So Vesters, until next time, and I'm definitely gonna start watching. I gotta watch this right here. So until next time, a video just came out 2 hours ago. So until next time, make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because we stay vested up over here 365 degrees at Tony Talks Vested Up Compelling Sports Edge. Jerry Judy put me at pause. I see y'all again. I see you again. I don't like Jerry Judy whistling up to Shedeur. It don't feel right and it don't look right. And why he kept saying, what time did you get in? What difference does it matter what time he got in? He's there. And why you asked him what time he's leaving? And then you start texting. I call JJ a buzzle weasel. Good Lord. Don't forget a snake in a mole. All right, Vestas. Talk to you later.